Every time you unlock your phone, hundreds of videos, posts, and headlines appear instantly, but none of them are random. Out of millions of possible options, something invisible chose exactly what you see. This system watches how long you pause, what you skip, and what keeps your attention. It makes decisions in seconds without asking you. If this system stopped working, your screen would go empty. Today, we're going to understand the hidden system behind your feed, how algorithms decide what you see every day.
An algorithm is not a human mind, and it does not understand meaning, emotion, or truth. At its core, an algorithm is a structured set of instructions designed to turn inputs into outputs. On digital platforms, those inputs are human behaviors. These behaviors include scrolling, tapping, pausing, replaying, skipping, liking, commenting, and sharing content. Every one of these actions becomes a data point. The algorithm processes massive volumes of this data at extremely high speed. It compares your behavior with patterns collected from millions of other users across the platform. Based on these comparisons, the system predicts what content is most likely to keep your attention next. That prediction directly determines what appears in your feed. Importantly, algorithms are not designed to educate or inform users. Their goals are defined by companies, and in most cases, the primary goal is engagement.
Algorithms do not ask users what they like. They learn by observing behavior. Every interaction sends a signal to the system. Watching a video for only 1 second sends a weak signal. Watching it until the end sends a much stronger signal. Rewatching, liking, commenting, sharing, or saving content sends even stronger signals because those actions require intention. Passive behavior is also extremely important. Scroll speed, pause duration, session length, and the time of day you open the app are all recorded automatically. Over time, these signals are combined into a behavioral profile. This profile does not describe who you are as a person, it describes what the system predicts you will do next. Because this profile updates continuously, recommendations can change very quickly. The algorithm does not need explanations or opinions, it only needs repeated behavioral patterns. Your feed is not created ahead of time. It is built in real time every time you open an app. The system begins with a massive pool of possible content. This pool includes posts from accounts you follow, popular platform-wide content, recommended creators, and paid advertisements. The algorithm evaluates each option and assigns it a score based on predicted engagement. Content with higher scores is placed closer to the top of the feed. After you interact with the first item, the system recalculates everything again. Rankings shift continuously as your behavior changes. This process repeats constantly while you scroll. That is why a single long watch or unexpected interaction can quickly reshape what you see next. The feed is not a reflection of who you are, it is a prediction engine reacting to your latest actions. Content does not go viral by accident. It spreads through systematic testing. When a post is uploaded, the algorithm usually shows it to a small group of users first. It measures how those users respond. Do they stop scrolling? Do they watch until the end? Do they react, comment, or share? If engagement is strong, distribution expands to a larger group. If engagement remains high, the system expands distribution again. If engagement drops, distribution slows or stops completely. This entire process is automated. No human editor decides what becomes viral in real time. The algorithm rewards content that generates strong reactions. This is why emotional, shocking, or controversial content often spreads faster than calm or informative material. The system follows measurable attention, not quality or intention. Once an algorithm learns what holds your attention, it begins repeating similar content. Repetition reduces uncertainty for the system. Content that worked before is safer than unfamiliar material. Over time, this creates a feedback loop. You see more of the same topics, the same creators, and the same viewpoints. Each interaction reinforces the system's confidence. This process leads to what is known as a filter bubble.
Your feed becomes narrower even though the internet itself is vast. Different perspectives slowly disappear, not because they are rare, but because the algorithm predicts lower engagement. The system is not designed to challenge your thinking or broaden your understanding. It is designed to keep you scrolling. Familiar content is easier to consume and less likely to be skipped. As a result, your digital environment slowly shrinks without you consciously choosing it.
Advertising is not separate from algorithms. It is fully integrated into the same recommendation system. Platforms earn money by selling targeted attention. The algorithm decides which ads you see using your behavior. Location, device type, browsing habits, and inferred interests all influence ad selection. Ads are ranked using similar logic as regular content. If an advertisement performs well, it is shown more often to similar users. Modern ads are designed to blend into the feed so they feel natural rather than disruptive. This makes them more effective and harder to notice. The algorithm's role is not to protect users from persuasion. Its role is to optimize delivery and performance. As a result, the same system shaping entertainment also shapes influence and consumption.
Algorithms do not understand context, emotion, or intention. They only measure behavior. Watching something out of curiosity looks the same as watching it out of agreement. Pausing on shocking content may be interpreted as preference. Short-term behavior can outweigh long-term habits. This is why feeds sometimes feel inaccurate or frustrating. The system is not malicious, it is limited. It works with numbers, not meaning. Because it cannot ask why you interacted with something, it guesses. Those guesses are sometimes wrong. Once a wrong assumption is made, similar content may appear repeatedly. This creates frustration for users who feel misunderstood. Misinterpretation is a built-in limitation of automated systems that rely entirely on observable actions rather than human understanding.
Algorithms do not choose their own goals or values. Every algorithm operates according to objectives defined by humans. Engineers, designers, product managers, and company leadership decide what the system should optimize for. These goals may include engagement, growth, advertising revenue, or user retention. Once those priorities are set, the algorithm simply follows them at scale. Even advanced machine learning systems are not independent. Humans choose the training data, decide which behaviors matter, and define success metrics. This means algorithms are not neutral tools. They reflect the incentives and values of the organizations that deploy them. When harmful patterns appear, blaming the algorithm hides responsibility. The system is behaving exactly as designed. Understanding this is critical because it shifts accountability back to people and institutions. Technology does not act alone. Human decisions shape how algorithmic systems influence attention, information, and behavior across society. When algorithms are designed to reward engagement, they unintentionally create risk. Engagement is measured through clicks, watch time, comments, and shares. Content that triggers strong emotional reactions often generates more of these signals. As a result, the algorithm interprets emotional intensity as success. It does not understand whether the reaction comes from curiosity, anger, fear, or confusion. It only sees interaction. This allows misleading, exaggerated, or emotionally charged content to spread faster than calm, factual information. Over time, this changes what feels normal in the feed. Extreme content can appear common simply because it performs well. This is not the result of a conspiracy or malicious intent. It is a structural outcome of incentive design. When attention becomes the main goal, the system will always amplify whatever captures attention most effectively, even when that attention is harmful or misleading. You cannot completely control algorithms, but you can influence how they learn. Algorithms adapt based on repeated user behavior. Passive scrolling sends strong signals because it produces large amounts of data without correction. Intentional actions send clearer signals. Skipping unwanted content quickly tells the system to reduce similar recommendations.
Using feedback tools such as not interested adds direct correction. Following diverse creators and searching for new topics expands the range of content the system tests. Over time, these actions weaken narrow patterns and introduce variety. The process is gradual, not immediate, because the algorithm relies on consistency rather than single actions. Awareness is the key difference between being shaped by the feed and shaping it in return. While the system remains powerful, user behavior still matters and accumulates into meaningful influence over time.
Every time you unlock your phone, content appears instantly. Videos, posts, headlines, and recommendations fill your screen without waiting. This feels normal, almost invisible, but it is not accidental. Out of millions of possible posts, something has already decided what you see first. It decides what you notice, what you scroll past, and what you never see at all. This system operates across billions of phones every single day. It quietly watches behavior, measures attention, and makes predictions in real time. If this system suddenly stopped working, your feed would not slowly break, it would disappear completely. Today, we are revealing the invisible system that decides what appears on your screen.